I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're diving into a powerful book. It is called Technology for the Soul, a powerful spiritual guide that blends ancient Kabbalistic wisdom with real-world tools for personal transformation. It is written by a terrific author. Her name is Dominique, and she draws on more than 25 years of study in the Zohar and the teachings of the legendary Kabbalists to reveal how consciousness, ego, and unseen spiritual laws shape our everyday lives. This book offers practical insight for anyone seeking clarity, healing, purpose, and lasting fulfillment in a chaotic modern world. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her on TV today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Dominique, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Great to have you on the show. When did you first become interested and intrigued by the Kabbalah?
I would say once I was leaving my first husband, we were going through a terrific divorce that lasted a decade. I was looking at grasping at straws. What is life all about? What's the purpose? Why do bad things happen to good people? And I read all types of books with various authors, from Yogananda to Krishnamurti to Wayne Dyer to Deepak Chopra. And I had many of my questions answered, but there was still piece missing. I still couldn't put the puzzle together. And in early, I think 2000, I came across this book and never heard of Kabbalah, had no clue what Kabbalah was. Was it a religion? Was it a cult? Was it just teaching of that came from one person's, thinking process? I didn't know the roots of it, but it gave me all the answers to all of my questions, and it was so easy to follow. It was so easy to read. I was just blown away, and I read it. And I started to understand why these things were happening to me. Where was it coming from? And basically, everything points to you. You are in charge. You are in control. It's your thinking process that creates the journey that you experience. And it was just like a mind-boggling thing that it was there all along, but no one told me. You're born into this life, and there's no book to guide you through. And this book basically gave me all the answers. And so I called the Kabbalah Center. I had a teacher that guided me through it. I went to many of the events, and I just study. I continued to study. Eventually, we had a study group in our home, but that was my beginning. That was truly my beginning. And then, like I said, I did not know what Kabbalah was. Never heard of it. Had no clue.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think some people have heard Madonna follows it, that kind of thing.
yeah,
That's how
yep,
it's got out
yep.
in popular culture a little bit. And they know it's some kind of mystical book relating to Judaism, but I think a lot is not known. And when you picked up that Kabbalah and you read it, it really connected with you and really changed your paradigm on life. And I think that's
It did.
wonderful. Yeah. And now
Yeah,
you're
it really
sharing a
did.
lot of that wisdom and knowledge with others. Why do you call the book Technology for the Soul?
Uh, our soul is eternal. The body is not.
Mhm.
And our soul is all knowing. It goes from one reincarnation to another with the same information. We just build upon one life after another. I think more people are open to reincarnation than they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. But it explains so much to me um, about who I was and the people in my life, where they came from, and what was I supposed to do with that information. Because very often we meet people and we instantly connect. And we may meet other people that we instantly dislike for sometimes for no reason at all. And I realize it comes from previous reincarnation. We had some type of interaction with them, whether it was good or bad, and that translates into today. So I begin to not judge as much because judgment is very damaging to the soul. And because I've realized it's coming from previous experiences and I need to overcome them. So whatever pushes your buttons is indication that's what you need to work on. So I begin to work on myself. As we all know, the famous line, change comes from within,
Mhm.
but it truly does. Your soul guides you through life and brings people into your life that you have some type of journey previously that you did not finish. And you need to basically finish on a good note in order to get rid of it. If we continuously meet the same angry people that we don't like, and we change environment and we meet that same person with a different name, it's telling us something. It's telling us this is what you need to work on, whether
Mhm.
it's jealousy or hatred or betrayal or mistrust or whatever it is we need to work on.
Yeah.
It's coming back. It's coming back for a reason.
So those gut feelings that we have, those instincts that we have are based upon this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
Why do we not like someone, but yet that person has many people in their lives that love them? Obviously, that person is not bad. Their behavior towards us may not be the best, but that's exactly what we're supposed to work on.
Mm.
That's where we're supposed to go to and fix it. Find something that you like on that person. Starts with some small thing. There's got to be something you like about them,
Mm.
and begin there and just allow it to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Use it as a building block, no doubt.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the Zohar and how it informs the teachings in this book.
Zohar is the main text of Kabbalah, and it's been translated. It used to be in Hebrew or Aramaic, but starting with Rav Ashlag, who was the teacher of Rav Brandwein, who passed away in 1969, and he was a teacher of Rav Berg. And at that point, 1969, Rav Berg took over for him and basically opened the Kabbalah to
Mm.
everyone. Before that, it was only um, given to males of certain age, certain position, certain standing, uh, mostly in Jewish, you know, environment or religion. And they always had a teacher who would guide them through to study with. And Rav Berg, Philip Berg, um, after passing of his beloved teacher, Rav Brandwein, opened the teaching to everyone. And we have Kabbalah centers pretty much in most parts of the world, many here in the United States. And everyone's welcome, no matter what age, creed, sex. Um, Everyone is welcome.
Yeah, I
And
think that's what's amazing about your book and the Kabbalah and the Zohar is the universal aspect of it. It doesn't pertain only to Jews, it can pertain to Christians. It's basically a
absolutely.
philosophy and a way of life, right?
Yeah, it is. It applies. You may say gravity applies to everyone,
Yeah,
not just the
exactly.
one, not just those who know about it. If you jump off the tall building, it's going to perform for you the same way it would for uh, male, female, young or old. It
Yeah,
doesn't. It doesn't discriminate. So
exactly. No
this
matter what your
teaching,
belief system.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Talk to us about this. Why do you say that most of reality exists in the unseen 99%?
There's a so-called curtain between us and a 99%. And the 99% is hidden, and it only is revealed to us when we truly seek it. It's the same saying in the Bible, don't throw pearls among the swine. you don't offer valuable information to those who don't seek it, or who will not use it, or who will misuse it. If you truly seek it, if you truly study it, you will open that door and you will see more, you will experience more, you will understand more. That's why it's hidden. It's amazing how much is in front of us and around us, and we're totally unaware.
Mhm.
And once you understand that, it it really changes your life. You don't longer reject the unpleasantness of everyday interaction with people. You actually think about it, and you begin to search yourself to see, how can I make this better? Why is this triggering something within me? And you begin to roll the ball in the right direction.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Let's talk about human suffering. Why is ego such a powerful force in human suffering?
it's very loud
Mm.
and it's rewarding. And typically, ego keeps us from progress. We don't like to get out of our comfort zone. We don't like to look silly or appear uncertain or not confident. And ego always tells you, oh, just stay down, don't say anything, or don't go there. They're not going to like you. And our soul is just the opposite. It's a very small voice, very soft voice. So ego typically overpowers that unless we begin to understand and start to listen to our soul, where we need to go, what we need to do. That loud ego will always overpower it.
Mm.
So we need to distinguish, where is this coming from? Is we always have, sometimes we think of it as good angel and bad angel, one shoulder and the other shoulder. But the good angel is not forceful. You have to, even in Kabbalah, I had one time, I had a student that was saying, why is this, it was a presenter, whether it was in their group or church, I don't recall, that would not give them the answer that the audience was looking for. And she was very upset. We want to know, answer to this question. And I understood why you don't give these answers to people, because they stop seeking, or sometimes they reject the answer. They don't like the answer because they were expecting something totally different. So
Okay.
when you seek, like the 99%, what we spoke earlier, when we seek that, when we spend time on researching something, and then we finally find the answer, we appreciate it. But if
Mhm.
someone gives it to you in the audience for free, you're like, maybe yes, maybe no. And you will not, a week later, you don't even remember what the answer was. But if you spend time looking for something, doggone it, you're going to remember it. And you will never forget that. It's much more powerful. So seeking, understanding, it's the key. In Kabbalah, no one will tell you, you have to do this, you must do that. That will never happen. The information is given to you. What you do with it is up to you. Whether you
Mm.
want to apply it, whether you want to believe it, whether you want to reject it. We all vibrate at a different level. And not all of us are ready for the answers that were given at that time. Maybe later, maybe 10 years later, maybe next life. We just don't know. But we have to grow at our own pace. And that's very important. In Kabbalah, there's no coercion. None at all. Not at all.
Amazing, amazing. Well, you've done a great job in breaking down what Kabbalah is all about, making it understandable and relatable to readers. The book is terrific, folks. It is called Technology for the Soul, a powerful guide to understanding life's deeper structure and reconnecting with purpose, clarity, and light. Dominique, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time, your insight, and the wonderful work you've done on this book. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.